Whoa, hold it right there, stranger. State your name and business. Really? Ain't you that courier fella? Hey, Quinn! Ain't that useless jester head in Baker Company calling himself the courier? Has a scar on his dome, too?
Yeah, told everyone he was famous or something. Last time I checked, the only thing he was good at was scrubbing the floors.
So let me guess. You're the real courier? So you're the one who destroyed the Enclave?
No, you idiot, that was the chosen one.
It doesn't matter. So, you're here to sign up for a tour of the frontier? It's a bit complicated. But if you want to know the full story, you'll have to sign up with us first. Then I hope you are prepared for all of the risks. The frontier is a very unforgiving environment. All right, talk to Lieutenant Gray in the tent. He'll get you sorted.
Yes? Really? Well, I might just hit my daily quota after all. I'm curious. You're obviously not one of these brain-dead grunts, or your typical merc. Why would you want to go to the frontier? Why fight for us? It might be fun and all, but be forewarned. Reports indicate that the Legion's out there. Even if you haven't crossed paths with them, I'm sure you've heard stories about those savages. If you want to make sure you don't come back to the Mojave in a body bag, obey the rules. The Frontier's rules. Do that, and you might come home alive to collect your pay. 2,000 caps. Don't take this lightly. Fire away. Figuratively, that is. Keep in mind that I can only provide information on a need-to-know basis. Well, to be clear, we're not really a part of the NCR anymore. We're exiles. We moved to the frontier to get away from the NCR and the Mojave. We chose to make camp in the frontier due to it being a pre-war city, rich with resources that we would like to make good use of. But, as of lately, we have been having trouble with the Legion who managed to organize the locals against us. Aside from freezing weather and a bunch of lunatics trying to carve you into pieces, not much. Just do as you're told. What else? That would be General Blackthorne. He was the one who led us to the frontier. I've known Blackthorne for quite some time. He's a top-notch tactician, and you'll never find a more dedicated soldier. But more importantly, he cares about his soldiers. He cares about them more than the NCR ever have. His men trust him, enough to follow him into hell. So what do you say, soldier? Ready to give a good old-fashioned ass-kicking to the frontier and the Legion? I got it. The military life isn't for everyone. The sooner you take care of business there, the sooner you're back to your normal life here, whatever that may be. If it takes 3 days, then congratulations. You've completed the shortest tour in NCR history. The brass just want this done. The sign-on contract is different from the ones we use for regular enlistees. Look it over. There aren't any clauses about desertion. Just get the job done, get the caps. If you waste our time, we'll waste yours. That's just how it is. So, what do you say, soldier? Ready to do the Frontier NCR proud? Well, a soldier's a soldier. Now that you're working for the Frontier NCR, you're going to need a uniform. Long-term or short-term, brass demands that all troopers be geared with standard NCR equipment. It's supposed to promote order and unity or some kind of feel-good crap like that. Here, take this. Now, to our next prerogative. Which gun do you prefer? No. Ah, solid choice. You're all set. Hop onto the back of the transport truck when you're ready for the journey. It'll be a long trip, so be sure to bring all essentials. And remember, there won't be any return trips to the Mojave until your tour is completed.
What is it?
What's up?
It's going to be a long trip to the frontier. I suppose I could help pass the time by telling our full story. If you're up for a long story, that is. Well, our story mostly began a few years ago, during Operation Sunburst. It was our mission to take Helios 1 from the Brotherhood of Steel.
This is it, boys. The Tin Men are finally on the defensive. It's hard to see with this fog, but things are looking up for us. You could say looking bright. Get it?
I'm glad your marksmanship is better than your sense of humor, Prof. Maybe we should just send you down there to tell jokes. And give old Elijah 5 minutes till he surrenders.
After fighting for 5 damn long years, if we win this fight, we get to go home. I've been dreaming of this day forever.
Hey, Gray. What are you doing again after all this?
To be honest, I figure I'll be better off just staying in the army. There really isn't anything or anyone for me back home.
Gray, you're batshit crazy. But that's why we love you, man. Isn't Hardcase doing the same thing?
Yep, he's going to stay in the NCR military.
Oh, I'll settle for a comfy bed and not having to fend off rad scorpions every time I get up to take a piss.
I need something besides NCR dog chow?
Oh, hell yeah.
Boys, let me tell you something. I mean, yeah, sleep and food are definitely good, but I got myself a pretty girl back at home. I've been looking forward to this for a real long time now. You know, I think when I get back, I'm gonna ask that girl to marry me. I even bought this here ring for her. So, you know, might as well go for it, know what I mean?
All right, Nomad. Taking the plunge.
Holy shit. That must have cost you a year of salary.
Nomad, nomad. You're trading one conscription for another, man. Not me, let me tell you. Too many pretty faces out there for me to just pick one.
Hey, Gray. Can you do me a favor?
What is it?
If something happens to me, could you send this ring to my girl? The address is on my wheel here. I don't trust any of these idiots to do it.
You're going to see her again. Don't worry.
Yeah, but just give me a word, right?
If it will ease your mind, pal, you got it. But after this battle, you owe me a beer.
Fair enough.
General, sir.
At ease, gentlemen. Tonight, the Republic will get another victory to celebrate, and you'll all be sent home to your families. Our objective is to seize control of Helios 1 and to capture that bastard Elijah alive. Let me repeat myself. We need him alive. But before we get to it, know this. I would not have traded you for any other company. The last 5 years may have been tough, but together we have brought the Brotherhood of Steel to its knees. As always, I will fight alongside you. We fight together, we die together, and we will win together. This is it, men. Prepare yourselves for combat.
Wait for it.
Gray, the breach team has the interior covered. Get back out there and secure that door.
Gray, there is no easy way to say this. The NCR hospitals and their staff are currently overwhelmed. If they are too injured, you need to put them down. We have too many injured. We don't have the resources to take care of them all. If you find anyone beyond saving, you need to put them out of their misery. I don't like it either, but it's an order, soldier. We just don't have the men and supplies for all of the wounded. You are giving them a merciful death, if it makes the task any easier on your conscience. As for you, General Oliver has promised me this'll be your last fight. After we clean up here, we're to report to Camp McCarran to receive you and your men's discharge papers.
Is there a problem? If you can't order your men to do it, then I will. Do you understand? Remember, your boys are going home after this.
Get it done, Gray. And discreetly.
We did it, Gray. I made it. Those bastards got me good. They're gonna patch me up now, right? War's over.
You sure about this, Gray?
Absolutely, sir. There is nothing back for me at home.
You don't even like the NCR.
Well, I figured I'll probably learn more under you than herding cattle back up north. Don't worry. I've made up my mind. Besides, sir, who's going to watch your back?
I'm glad you decided to stick around longer. I hope you'll see the NCR isn't all that bad. Hey, you wanna head... This better not be another false alarm.
I think something is really going on.
Hey, Sergeant!
General, sir.
What's all this about?
We have received reports that the Legion is invading east of the Colorado. Fort Aradesh has already been lost.
What? No, not already.
The Legion? Aren't they just some primitive tribals?
We need to go see General Oliver. Come with me.
Elias? Is that you? Damn good timing. I need you and your men to reinforce Hoover Dam. We've gotten reports that...
With all due respect, Lee, I'm not here for that. I'm here for my men's discharge papers.
Discharge papers? Ah, yes. You're in charge of the conscripts.
They're soldiers, not conscripts. They fought and died for a cause not of their own. It's time we let them go. You promised them at the conclusion of the Brotherhood of Steel war, they would have earned their freedom. Once I give them their discharge papers, I can lead another detachment to Hoover Dam.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm sure you've heard by now. The Legion is trying to push their way into the Mojave. We need every damn soldier we can get to defend Hoover Dam.
Listen here! These men were promised that they would be free. I gave them my word. You gave them your word. How can I look them in the face and promise them death instead of freedom? How the hell can I do that, Lee? We've got to let them go!
I understand how you feel, but we need those men, Elias.
You have others, Lee! Contact the goddamn hub if you have to!
I shouldn't have to tell you that our presence in the Mojave is on the brink of collapse. We lost too much with the war and the Brotherhood. I need your men to immediately reinforce Hoover Dam. That's an order.
I'm through taking orders from you, Lee. I'll take this up with Kimball.
This is Kimball's orders. I've only been relaying it to you. I'm sorry, Elias. but you should be proud. Who would have thought a bunch of ragtag group of conscripts would become such an effective fighting force? You did a damn good job with them.
They should be going home, not off to another goddamn war. They've sacrificed enough.
I understand, but we all have our duties. You can't just abandon them. Where do you think you're going, Blackthorn? We're not finished here. If you walk out on us now, it will be desertion.
What are we going to do now?
Get the men together.
For Hoover Dam, sir?
No, I'm leaving this republic. Let them fight their own battles.
But they'll hunt you down for desertion.
That's why I need to go somewhere far. Far enough that the NCR wouldn't risk coming after me.
What about the rest of the men? Are you going to take them along with you?
They can come if they so choose. I'm not going to force anyone to join me in my desertion. This is something I believe I must do.
You can always count on me to follow your lead, sir. But where exactly are you planning on going?
I know of a place far up north. A very cold and unforgiving place, but mostly untouched by scavengers. It would be an ideal place for us to carve out a frontier for ourselves. I can only hope that this will become the driving force that will one day return to the Republic and set things right.
You. I heard you're the courier. Have I heard correctly? It's not every day I get to come face to face with a supposed legend. Interesting. You'll be reporting to Camp Phoenix. I hope you're the legend they say you are, courier.
Hiya. I'm Siren. I'm a combat field medic, but during off-duty I help out Dr. Lang. My father was a doctor for the NCR. I learned a lot from him. I used to help him with injured soldiers during the Brotherhood of Steel War. He was a good man. He was forced by the NCR to treat their wounded. He did so under the condition that I would never be drafted into the NCR military. One day while he was treating the wounded, he was hit by artillery fire from the Brotherhood. That artillery cut him in half. With only seconds to live, he still tried to help the wounded patient next to him. I was in a different medical tent at the time. By the time I saw what happened, he died on top of his patient. His hands on top of the patient's shrapnel wounds instead of his own wounds. He was a doctor to the last second. Thanks. I'm nowhere near the doctor my father was, but I can help tend to the patients here. That way I can honor his memory. Dr. Lang is the head physician here in the Frontier. He has saved countless lives for us. If you need medical help, he's the guy to go to. General Blackthorne is our leader. We left the NCR with him. We believe one day we can return to the Mojave and restore order and hope. We left because they continued to lie to us. They promised that at the end of the Brotherhood War, we'd go home free. I saw so many of us die believing they were fighting for freedom. Instead of freedom, we were issued new orders to defend Hoover Dam from an impending invasion from the Legion. Another war. To fight for a cause not of our own. That's something we just couldn't do anymore. The general, he didn't have to leave the NCR, but he did it for us. It always seemed like destiny was against us from the start. This new Legion force came from the north. We could have let them slip by and invade the NCR, opening up a new front. We're not doing this for the NCR. We're doing this for our friends and families back home. We all know what the Legion does to their prisoners. We can't allow them to win. I admit, when we fled the NCR, none of us knew this Legion threat was going to be this big. I heard you are quite the legend back home. Maybe with you here we can finally defeat the Legion and return to the Mojave. You're kidding me, right? Anything interesting to do here? Where do you think you are? This is the Frontier. The whole area is a death trap. But I guess if you want a little R&R, you can head down to the boxing arena, or try to top Hotshot's score at the shooting range. He's a hot-headed idiot. But he's a good soldier. Not many people can top his score at the range. Also, I hear he has a crush on AJ, but you didn't hear it from me. Wow. At least you sound like you know what you're talking about. You're really pushing it, aren't you? You're something, all right. Oh, all right. I'm actually off duty now. Meet me somewhere more private.
Hey, you don't seem to belong here, do you? Nah, you don't look quite, well, dead enough. Oh, wait, fuck, you're that mailman, courier, or whatever the fuck. 7, right? Or was it 6? Who gives a shit? We need all the help we can get. I'm Lee O'Reilly. My job is to listen to our men getting killed over the radio. Sounds fun, right? Although, at the moment, I'm trying to make contact with some lost squads sent out by some jackass. Oh, Christ. Well, somebody had the idea of setting up some kind of frontline outpost in some abandoned building by the river. To be honest, it's not the worst spot for some kind of post, but that's irrelevant. A squad got sent out to scout out the building, and we lost contact with them. Nobody returned. So a second squad was sent out to find the first, and then they disappeared. Guess what the idiots did next? That's right. Sent out a third squad to find the second and the first. Sent Officer Viola and her men. Scary bitch she is. Guess they figured she could handle it. Apparently fucking not, since they're lost as well. All I've gotten is a signal coming from the place, but it's completely silent, which is real encouraging. I have a theory. Either very sneaky scavs or equally a sneaky legion. That or a bunch of pharaohs, although they should have been able to handle that. Whole situation's fucked anyway. Well, that depends. What's your opinion on suicide missions? Because I reckon if I send a single person, it would attract way less attention than a group would. Might just be able to sneak in and out of that hellhole and find out what happened. Well, where would you reckon I'd find somebody willing to do that? Had you pegged for the reckless type? I'll mark the place on that Pip-Boy of yours. All I really need is confirmation on how dead they are. I already know they're dead, but it's better if we're 100% sure first. Also, since this mission's almost guaranteed to go down the shitter, have some ammo just in case. The hell you want? What is this? A joke? I don't give a fuck about you. I should expect the same from you. Getting to know me would be a waste of time. I fully expect to be either killed by a sniper or the food around here.
Hiya. A few years. I got my training from helping my father, and my path launched from there. Not many. Even less when it comes to the good stuff. We're mostly trying to get by with whatever's available. Take...
Yes, what is it?
Some of the scouts were talking about these weird Brotherhood of Steel folk outside of an old tower. Probably just armored scavs.
You wouldn't happen to be the courier of the Mojave? Ha! I thought so. Cough up, hotshot.
You don't look like much. You seem a little short for the legendary courier of the Mojave.
It don't matter, hotshot. The courier is the courier. What was it? You were betting 200?
Shit. This ain't fair.
You were the one who made the bet. Plus, you pay me first. I won't tell Mouse about this. You already owe him money.
There is no way this is the courier, man. I'm telling you. I have these special senses. I can feel it in me. No way in hell is this the courier.
Hey, I'm Hardcase, leader of Wolfpack. This asshole here is Hotshot. I'm telling you, this is the courier.
That ain't the courier.
Mind telling me why the hell you signed up for a tour here? After a week here, you're quickly gonna realize that 2,000 caps isn't worth it. I saw troopers here try paying the drivers to take them back to the Mojave. Unfortunately, they were immediately arrested and executed for attempting to desert. If anyone is going to make it out of here alive, it's you, courier.
This dude is doggone crazy.
Well, my poor misguided friend here doesn't seem to believe you are the courier. I say you beat his high score in the shooting course to make him believe that you are the courier.
100 bottle caps on this asshole not beating my score. Warming up? There's no such thing as warming up. Especially in the frontier. I'll bet 50 caps this punk can't beat my score. No, scratch that. Make it 100.
You don't even have a bottle cap on you. Hey, why don't you meet us at the shooting course? Maybe you can teach Hotshot to put his money where his mouth is.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just... Oh, wait. You're not Rancor. Was there something you needed? Tiberius Rancor, Blackthorn's second in command. I'm not really sure what he does, but my guess is that he's a spy. He's also well known for being a tough commander. Yeah, that's him. Weird. He usually doesn't meet the new recruits. Guess there's something special about you. Me? I'm just a soldier. Though I do some courier work on the side whenever I'm low on caps. It's bad. Real bad. We're holding our own against the Legion, but it's not easy. We've been using mass graves for a while now. Things would be worse if it wasn't for the Wolfpack. They're an elite unit made up of 4 people. Hardcase, AJ, Mouse, and Hotshot. They're the best of us, and have been key in pushing the Legion back. You could say they're our secret weapon.
Hey, I know you. You're the courier. I hope that zombie hasn't been feeding you lies about me. People around here call me Tiger. You can consider me your replacement. I was once like the others here, an ordinary soldier conscripted to fight the Brotherhood. But when I was assigned to General Blackthorn, that's when I realized I was no ordinary soldier. I was destined for greatness. It is in this frigid wasteland that I will become a legend. I'm a pilot, same as Roach. Doesn't matter what it is. Bombing runs, transport, recon, we can get it done. No problem. Yeah, the ghoul. I think he calls himself Freak Show now. He just loves to spew lies about me, make me sound like I'm some kind of asshole. In case he tells you otherwise, that midget had it coming. I chose the nickname myself, after the deadliest animal to ever live. Tigers had claws sharper than a deathclaw, a stare meaner than a super mutant. They had massive wings, tentacles that can break your neck, and laser eyes. A part of me is glad they died out, but another part of me wishes I could have ridden one. The zombie did. I usually don't pay much attention to what he says, but he was the only one who knew what a tiger was. It does, doesn't it? I couldn't ask for a better wingman. He can keep up with me no problem, and he hates the zombies just as much as I do. Okay, that was a bit harsh. How about successor? Yeah, that works. That was obviously backhanded, but I'll take it. Stay strong, courier. Stay strong.
There you are. When you are ready to start the course, place the explosive charge on the door. We'll be observing up top. Any questions before you begin? you will be moving from room to room, neutralizing any enemies that pop out. You receive points for each target you hit, and bonus for headshots, but lose points for shooting good guys. You will also have to dodge flying projectiles, pressure plates, and fake grenades. This is timed, and you will receive a final score at the end of the course. Any further question? I followed General Blackthorne here. The NCR is too stupid to admit that they're incompetent in fighting against the Legion. I believe in Blackthorne, and I'm here to support him in any way that I can. If there was ever anyone who will lead us to victory, it's Blackthorne. I'm glad you are here, Courier. You will finally see how misguided the NCR and the Mojave are. With your help, we can finally push the Legion out of the frontier and make our way back to the Mojave. Yes, he is. He's a brilliant tactician who puts his men before him. We have absolutely no doubt that he will bring peace and stability back to the Mojave. In time, you will see what I mean. The frontier is an unforgiving place. We lost many here. We weren't prepared for this environment. But slowly, we adapted. We became smarter. The frontier has strengthened us. We are proud to call this place our home. It's not for everyone, but we've grown quite fond of this place. I bet you're already freezing your ass off, right? It's not bad right now. Wait until nightfall, when the temperatures drop below zero. I think you will come to realize what the true definition of cold is. Don't worry about him. He means well. This is just how he usually treats the new recruits. Once he sees you in battle, he'll come around and warm up to you. Between you and me, he got really excited when he saw you. It's not every day he gets to meet a legend from the Mojave. Go easy on him. He's still a kid. I hope you understand. We've all heard the stories about you. Whether you like it or not, people here look up to you. We need you to be every bit of that legend we heard stories about, to push the Legion out of the frontier. Don't easily assume that what we accomplished here is easily neglectable. I must say, I'm disappointed in you. I didn't know the legendary Courier would be such an asshole. We exiled ourselves to here. We had enough with the NCR using us as cannon fodder, and came here to avoid risking civil war from remaining in the Mojave. That would have inevitably led the Legion to take advantage of the fractured NCR and easily destroy us. At least here, we can build up our resources without much threat of the NCR or Legion. Hard to say for sure, but our intel suggests that this is actually a large group of tribals and locals who have pledged allegiance to the Legion. These aren't the typical Legion you encountered back in the Mojave. They are better, well-equipped, and a lot more versed in the use of technology. In addition, the fact they have been living here in the frontier for decades shows how extremely resilient and tough they are. In short, they are extremely hard to kill. People who aren't part of any faction. A lot of troopers think they're just a group of murderers, thieves, and criminals. But I think the better term for them are survivors. They owe no allegiance to us or the Legion. I've met a few friendly scavs, but in all honesty, it's better to shoot first and ask questions later. I wouldn't trust any of them. Most of them are. But it seems like there's a few who didn't end up joining the Legion. Why? I don't know. Maybe when you are out there, besides killing some of the legionary bastards, a lot of troopers head to the rec room to have a few drinks and relax. Some just immediately head straight for bed, while others prefer to duke it out in the boxing ring. To each their own, I guess. I see that you have noticed. We call it Combat Armor Mark IV. It's stronger, lighter than average combat armor. Even reinforced ones as well. That being said, it's only issued to special ops units. You are going to have to earn yours. As you can tell, we have limited resources here. Majority of the troopers are using the standard NCR gear. These special armors are usually limited to the elite soldiers who undertake dangerous and unique missions. You know what? I hate to admit it, but you're right. This isn't fair to the other troopers, but I think they will understand. You already have built quite the resume. Take good care of this.
I have nothing to say.
Something else you want to add? It was a valiant effort. Don't worry about it. Not many people can top Hotshot's score. Hell, after a few more tries, you may certainly end up beating his score.
Thank you for the cat, legendary courier. If you want to keep trying, be my guest. But you'll never beat my score.
One second. This is hard, Case. Yes. Roger that. Yes, sir. I just got word that you've been assigned to Corporal Henderson's squad. They want you to report to the command hangar immediately. You better hustle up. You will be briefed on the current situation here. I'll see you around. Good luck out there.
Yeah, I have nothing to say to you.
What is it? Oh, sorry, courier. I thought you were another scav trying to give something to the hanged man. Did you need anything? Jackson Bannon, that's my name. Most people on base call me Death, though, on account of how many people seem to die around me. I used to be a spotter for the 1st Brigade. Now, I just stand around here and deal with the scavs. I've been in the military most of my life, so it's hard to remember. I want to say New Reno? I'm not surprised you haven't heard of us. Most everyone keeps quiet since we were an elite unit, kind of like the Wolfpack, but they were still small news when we were around. There were 5 members, counting me. Joseph Drag was our sniper, and I was his spotter. Elliot Alderson handled tech, Kurtz was our heavy, and Parker Mace was the squad leader. In our prime, we killed at least 400 Legion, and even more Brotherhood. We were young, proud, and invincible. Then, Brighttown happened. Brighttown. God damn it, Brighttown was a mistake. All you need to know is that innocent people died, and we took the blame. After that, the brigade disbanded, and we all went our separate ways. And that's the 1st Brigade, warts and all. Kurtz is dead. Blew his head off as soon as we got back to the base. Elliot was put on psych leave. He's alive, but I don't visit. Joseph is gone. Walked out on us when his sister disappeared. Probably hanging from some lamppost. Parker, well, I don't know where Parker is. I am. We all took it hard, but some took it harder than others. Would you believe me if I said I was the lucky one? You weren't there. It wasn't really an argument. I was just trying to explain to them that we aren't related to the Hanged Man. And that if they want to give him a gift, they should try to find him. A local legend. Folk hero's a better description. They say he defends the helpless, helps the people who can't help themselves, all without saying a word. At least, that's how the stories go. Maybe. A lot of people claim to have met him, so there's probably some basis in fact. Of course. They also say that Joshua Graham survived being burned alive and thrown off a cliff. There's a super mutant magician who can create death claws out of thin air. And that talking death claws are a thing. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. Really? Well, shit. Was there just a really weird year that I missed? Really? Hands must be shaking worse than usual. There is something, actually. Parker, my old SO. He's missing. No one knows where he is, and after Brighttown happened, very few people even care. I'm worried about him, and if you were to look for him, I'd really appreciate it. Out of all of us, he took Brighttown the worst. If he was going to kill himself, it would be now. I don't know. If I knew, I'd be there. His room might have some clues. There are, but they don't care. Parker's a pariah. I don't even think Blackthorn cares that he's gone. Nobody cares but me. Thank you. I appreciate this. If you go to his room, you might get an idea of where he is. It's fine. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Hey, can you take like 5 or 6 or 15 steps back from me? Thanks. All Burns' idea. Personally, I don't really want to freeze my nuts off in a snowy tundra. But there was some, stuff going on back home that I had to get away from. So it just kinda happened. And now I can finally wear some snow camo. Let's just say that I had some issues with my CO. Mostly because he was a dumb fuck who couldn't tell a flash hider from a shot glass. A man can only take so much fix the dark of these weapons before drills today, before you snap. I'm a damn good armorer. Better than that. So, I packed up my shit and went AWOL. NCR didn't have much for me anyway. I knew Burns back before I enlisted, so we met up after and came out here. Not like the NCR up here give a shit. And snow is so much easier to clean off than sand, you have no idea. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Just leave them in the pile. I have had nightmares like this before. They're okay, I guess. I mean, I'm opposed to all types of authority, but at least they look the snazziest while bringing the heel down. They're tough sons of bitches, but I'm not exactly convinced their whole occupation is gonna work. It all screams poorly thought out. Kinda like the ones back in the Mojave, if I'm telling the truth. Same clowns, different circus. Yeah, fuck that. I stay outside when Burns heads to that big fuck-off castle of theirs. They can dress it up however they want, but when it comes down to it, they still suck, and I hate them. Nuanced my ass. Fat chance! Not like the Crusaders would even want me. It hasn't been the same since that one incident with the tarantulas. Besides all that, I don't really understand them. They're religious zealots who are just kind of chill letting in non-religious zealots? Sounds like a scam to me. Or maybe I just don't trust people who use ray guns. Really a toss-up. Me and Burns go way back. Grew up together in NCR territory. Started doing this whole caravan thing after I escaped. He's kind of a chuckle fuck, but he means well. Or if he doesn't, at least he's got some spirit. Just please do not play him in Caravan. He's terrible, and we're broke.
Welcome to Burns Caravan of Wonders. Please stay a spell, and feel free to peruse our various wares. Guns, primarily, as well as various gun-adjacent paraphernalia, and don't wait to purchase one of our wonderful firearms. You never know when a bit of buckshot's gonna save your hide out there. No, I don't believe any of those fall within the category of guns or gun-adjacent products. Little old me? Grew up in NCR territory near the Boneyard. Got into trouble with Vince a lot as a kid. Those are some good memories. When he joined up, I decided to take this show on the road. Started my own caravan. Turns out I'm good at drawing a crowd. Then Vince went through his whole midlife crisis thing and jumped ship. Been traveling and keeping it breezy ever since. Oh, Vince? Me and him go way back. You could say that I'm the brains and he's the muscle. Really though, he's a good guy. Bit of a short temper, but the best armorer you'll find in the wasteland. NCR really did waste his skills. Not a bad battle buddy either. That shotgun of his is vicious. He did something to it. Piper will chew you up and spit you out. There is literally nothing I would hate more, but sure, why not? Much too restrictive for me. Also, their leader seems like kind of a jackass. Typical military type, rubs me the wrong way. While I do think that I have the legs necessary to wear a skirt, I also think slavery is bad. Still, they are absolutely loaded. Probably made more caps off of them than anyone else. Also, their leader seems like kind of a jackass. And, you know, the whole slavery thing. So, I'm not really a fan. Oh yeah, those guys are the best! Have you seen that sweet power armor? And the energy weapons? Not really down on the whole Holy Crusade thing, but I respect the hustle.
What is it, soldier? What is it, soldier?
Not in the mood to talk. Watch out. I have stuff to take care of. It's not talking to you, that's for sure. Talk right now. Watch out. I have stuff. I was put in charge of communications for my squad after my injury. A few days ago, they just went silent. Then, all of a sudden, their distress pulsar went off. The pulsar is meant to set off when radio communications are down and the squad is in need of support. The general ordered for me to take a squad out to investigate after my leg heals, but I know it'll be too late by then. I know. I would have gone with them if they didn't give me anesthesia for the surgery. Thank you so much. Just go to this location and see what they need. After you're finished, come back and I'll make sure you're rewarded. Stay safe out there.
I have nothing to say to that.
Something else you want to ask?
What is it, soldier?
All right, boys and girls, welcome to the frontier. If there's such a thing as hell, this is it. Now, let's get to it. Your first mission is to place landmines on Burnside Bridge.
What? I signed up to fight the Legion.
I didn't say you could talk, Private. Setting up a good defensive perimeter is vital.
The best offense is a good defense. With that street mind, the Legion should think twice about using it to attack us. And remember, we're not in the surrender business. You let one go, he'll come back and kill your buddies. Your squad mates are your brothers and sisters here, and they matter more than those fuckers in red. Once you finish with that, report back to HQ for your next job. If you're worried this is a cakewalk, don't worry. Things are only going to get a whole lot harder from here on out. Corporal Henderson will be your CO for today. You're in his hands now. Good luck out there.
I am Corporal Henderson, and your sorry asses are mine today. Stick close to me, keep your heads down, and you'll be dandy. Our forces will be engaging the Legion at Bravo Point, so with any luck, we can plant the mines without being detected and be back in time for chow. Any questions? No. Good. Grab your gear. Meet at the rendezvous. Let's get this show on the road. Keep your eyes peeled, we're out of the safe zone. You see something, say it. A second late is too late. Legion aren't the only ones lurking around these ruins.
Is it always this cold here?
If you think this is cold, you're gonna be in for a rough night. Blizzards spring up all the time. Last month we lost more men to snowstorms than the Legion.
So what's so special out here?
Well, aside from the usual assortment of mutated animals, you got the scavs.
Scavs?
Scavengers. No better than fiends or raiders. A few months back, we lost contact with Checkpoint 6, so me and my squad were sent to investigate. All we found were bodies, but fucking naked. That ain't the worst of it. They were all missing their legs. Took their fucking legs. Suddenly the scabs ambushed us, cut my CO down in seconds. It would have been the end of us all if it weren't for Wolfpack.
You got wolves?
Not quite, numbnuts. They're a squad of elite soldiers. They just dropped from out of nowhere and cleared the scabs out. Think old soldiers like that dogs of war, but they're no dogs. They're wolves, prideful animals. Listen to me. Scavs ain't human no more. They're animals. Every single one of them. Don't you forget it.
I saw something. Over there.
Speak of the devil. I don't think they've seen us yet. Osmo, Hopper, flank left. First shot's yours, 6. Make it fast.
Sir, these two surrendered. What do we do with them?
You and 6, put them down. Get on with it. All right, let's get back to it. Move! path is blocked. We'll need to find another way around it.
What the hell is that?
Fire, one of ours.
This is Armored Bear, reporting for duty.
Good to see you, Armored Bear, but try to be more careful next time. Nearly blew us up.
Not to worry. Just make sure everyone stays behind the tank and we'll clear a path.
All right, everyone, listen up. The tank will clear us a path to the bridge, but we need to defend it from ambushes. Don't worry about small arms fighting. Can't penetrate the armor on this beast, but anti-tank weapons will. Watch out for any enemies armed with tank busters. They need to be neutralized before they even get a shot off. If this tank is destroyed, the mission fails. Now let's move out. Here, take this thermic lance and help repair the tank. We'll provide cover. Hurry.
I'm gonna blow this rubble. far as I can go. You guys are on your own from here on out. Returning to base for refueling and repairs.
It was a pleasure serving with you, Armor Bearer.
The pleasure was mine. Keep safe.
Will do. HQ, Henderson. We've got a problem here. Reached the checkpoint, but no one's here to greet us. Understood, sir. Proceeding to objective.
Where the hell is everybody?
I don't know. Come on, let's plant these mines and go.
You think this was the scavs? Wait. Did you hear that?
Friendly's coming out. Soldier?
Private Jameson, sir.
Report, Private. Why isn't anyone at their post?
We don't know, sir. We were out on patrol and found the post abandoned when we returned. We thought it might be a trap, so we hid and waited for reinforcements.
Who's your CO?
Lieutenant Cromwell, but he disappeared along with everyone else at the post.
Why wasn't any of this radioed in?
Our communications were severed, sir. We couldn't get in contact with anyone.
Something doesn't add up here.
What are you getting at, Hopper?
There are no signs of combat. Looks like they just up and deserted the outpost.
And we'll make sure they're court-martialed if they're found.
Maybe we should investigate to find out what happened.
We don't have time for that. Our mission is just to plant these mines and get out of here. Now everyone on me. Let's move.
Do you need a minute, sir?
Shut up. Let's start planting those mines and get the hell out of here. Jameson, Hopper, you guys get the middle of the bridge. Upham, you're with me. Keep your head low. Let's do this quietly. What is it, soldier? Goddamn newbies. Hey, recruit, help him out.
Wait just a moment. What do we have here? Could it really be the courier from the Mojave? You're a long way from home, courier.
Ha! Much more pathetic than I imagined. Let's finish him off.
Not just yet. It's not every day you get to kill a legend. Let's have some fun first.
Yes, suffer.
Left or right?
Now that I have your attention, I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you answer them, your death will be swift. If you don't answer me in a prompt manner, your death will be very slow and very painful. Why is the NCR here? Yes, I've heard about your exploits, Courier 6. I assure you, the pain you experienced at the hands of Mr. Benny is but a mere trifle compared to what I can do. Edmund, the hammer, please. I'm not like the typical wasteland reject courier. I learned to become a doctor when I was very young. Do you know why? It wasn't because I desired to heal the wastes of its afflictions, but because I wanted to cleanse them. Being a doctor means you know exactly where to apply pressure to induce the utmost pain. Pain the average human mind cannot comprehend. I have all week. I have all month. I have all year to extract whatever I can from you. How I do that is up to you. The NCR is after something. Is it some kind of pre-war tech? A nuclear device of some fashion? No. Perhaps you require a demonstration instead. Thomas, bring him in.
Please. Please don't kill me. I got a kid. I don't know anything.
Whether or not you perish today depends entirely on your friend.
Well, shit. Please. Just tell them what they want to hear.
I think you understand the importance of your next choice. Now, what is the NCR looking for? You know that's not how this works.
My fucking arm!
Do you think this is a game? It is to you, isn't it? You think, because you're nice and comfy in that chair, that this doesn't matter to you. Let me tell you, this isn't a game. Your actions carry weight that you don't seem to understand. Our world is shaped by you and your choices. And right now, that man is writhing in pain, missing an arm, because of the choice you made. No. I don't expect you to. I expect you to have basic knowledge of why the hell you're here. And I expect you to share it.
You bastard! You fucking asshole!
I know I said I had all day, but this is beginning to feel like a waste of time. So, I think I'll forgo the subtleties and just beat it out of you.
Sir, a message for you.
Can this wait? I'm a little busy right now.
It's from Tardius Stolz, sir. He says it's urgent.
Shame. I was just getting warmed up. Prep for crucifixion. And deal with that mess on the floor.
Let's go and see our trash.
Here is who defies Kaiser, who defies the Legion, who defies us. From the desert city of the Mojave to the great dam that will soon be ours. The one who fought in the heat, but now lay frozen in the cold. The one working with the cowardly bear. The one known as the Courier. Now look upon this creature in all of its pathetic false glory. The bear thinks this is their salvation. The one we have in chains. Let us show them how sadly mistaken they were to uphold their trust in this foul insect. Let us show them that nothing will stop the mighty Legion Bull from crucifying the bear. Now let us show the lowly bear what the skin of their best looks like when hanging in the air.
confirmation that the courier has been captured by the Legion and is being held captive on the east end of the Burnside Bridge.
They've already begun crucifixion.
Then we have no time to waste. Mouse, what is the status of the fleet?
All vertebrates are at 100%, fully loaded and fueled.
Good. Let's go over the plan one last time before we mobilize. The fleet will be flanking around the Legion's main line of defense, as shown by this line, here. Troops will be directly offloaded into the new Buckman Stadium, here. From there, you will make your way to the courier, destroying any Legion artillery along the way, here and here. Once the courier has been secured, move her to the extraction point, here. A transport vertibird will land to pick up the courier and evac her out of the area. You'll be deep behind enemy lines. Expect heavy resistance. Air support will be provided to you where needed. Hardcase, you are my best soldier. I trust you will take any means necessary to bring the courier back alive. Don't fail me.
Yes, sir.
Time is of the essence. Let's move out.
At least 200 guys are in that attack. Some of them are going to die. For one person!
It's not our job to do the math.
Man, how would you like it if you were captured? You'd be begging for us to come rescue you.
It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense. You are a soldier. Your job is to kill and follow orders. That's all. So, listen up. We'll be dropping in hard inside the stadium. We'll encounter heavy resistance. But if the initial attack is a success, we'll have a window to reach the courier. This will be our only shot, so let's make it count.
Yes, sir. Let's show these Legion fucks they messed with the wrong guys.
Yeah, whatever you say, big guy. Just
loaded into the city. Roger that.
Hardcase, are you still alive? What's the status of Wolfpack? Good to hear. I'll provide you with all the air support I can, but those AA guns are tearing apart my fleet. You need to take out those AA guns before I can grant you more air support. Good luck. Give 'em hell!
Legion is spotting artillery strikes from those comm towers. We should take them out before we move on.
Good work, Hardcase. Napalm airstrikes can now be requisitioned.
salvation. Your courier hates looking near death. You will only see the limbs hanging from the air. Succumb to your idiocy and false pride. You will perish in the witness of the strength of the Legion.
Die for Kite!
We will skin your loved ones, and we will devour your worthless body.
Guns have been destroyed. You can now call in carpet bombing.
Charges planted. Get ready.
Son of a bitch got me good.
Are you going to be okay?
I don't know. He pierced right through my armor.
AJ, take Mouse and any other wounded troopers to the evac point. Hotshot and I will take the courier.
You got it. Just be careful.
I'll do what I have to do. You just focus on keeping our evac safe.
The filth of the bear reaches for the one last grasp of hope. The same hope I've made cower and scream. We will devour you all!
I can't wait to shut this fucker up. Well, if it isn't one of the bear's dissolute profligates, have you come here to bear witness to the cleansing?
Party's over.
Oh, but the cleansing has just begun! Repent now, as you will soon stand before Mars, our true savior.
He's not my savior.
Well, then who is? This whelp on the cross? This isn't your beloved courier anymore. This degenerate has already been defeated and crippled by the mighty Legion. Half of your army has been laid to waste for naught.
That's not for me to decide.
How would the rest of the NCR feel when they realized they were all sacrificed for one person? Tell me, what was the courier to you, NCR profligates? Your salvation of the wastes? The only salvation is Mars! The courier is not a god. This is the mere mortal who bleeds just like any of us. This is the beginning of the end of the NCR. The frontier is ours, and with Mars as our witness, we shall march south and conquer the Mojave. You were wrong to invest so much in one person. It won't be long until we walk in the streets of New Vegas. The Mojave will be purged of degenerates like you, starting with the courier. Your arrogance shall be your undoing. The NCR will be remembered as slaves to the Legion. Your children and your children's children will forever curse your name.
You've rambled long enough. It's time to end this.
Mars! I shall soon be with you! I will cleanse myself with these purging flames! All dissolutes will perish in your name! Die, Robert.
Copy. Our top priority is to get the courier out of there alive. Everyone proceed to the evac point. I'm sending in reinforcements to keep it secured. Our extraction must stay secured in order for the evac vertebra to land.
Oh, man. I don't think she's gonna make it. She can barely walk.
She'll make it. You just keep her safe.
Parking! That tank needs to be destroyed. Tank buster drops can now be requisitioned. Use them to penetrate the armor on that tank. How in the hell did the Legion tank work? It's parking! Tank buster drops can now be requisitioned. Use them to penetrate the armor on that tank. Hardgate! That tank needs to be destroyed. Tank buster drops can now be requisitioned. Use them to penetrate the armor on that tank.
Affirmative.